Okay, hello, this is Garage Gorilla. Last Saturday I tested my maxes on squat, bench and deadlift. That didn't go as well as I would have hoped, but that's another story. Now I'm having a light week, I'm doing only this one workout, and I decided to do a old school test that reveals the type of muscle fibers. So for sake of simplicity, let's say that there is two types of muscle fibers, slow and fast. And now, since I know my 1 rep max in I will do bench and squat, I will put 80% of my 1 rep max to the bar and test how many reps I can get. And if I get say 10 reps or more, then I'm definitely a slow muscle fiber type dominant. And if I get only a couple of reps, then I'm fast switch muscle fiber type dominant. So it would have been much more accurate if I would do my 1 rep max test now first, and then take 20% off the bar and try the test, because there might be fluctuation in the daily performance. But anyway, I'm going to use those 1 rep maxes from Saturday. So today is Tuesday, so 3 days. I don't think my performance will be much different today. So okay, now I have done my warm-up sets, and the bar is loaded to 90 kilos, which is 80% of my 1 rep max, 112.5 kilos from Saturday. So now I'm gonna do the test and see how many reps I can get. I of course use the exactly same technique and setup as I did with my 1 rep max, so the test would be accurate. I pause every rep at the chest. So let's see. Yes, it seems that I only got 7 reps, which would indicate that I am more inclined towards fast muscle fiber types, at least when it comes to my upper body. But these things can vary in different parts of your body, so to get better understanding about my body as a whole, I will now test the squat to test my lower body muscles. In Saturday I squatted 185 kilos, so let's see, 80% of 185 kilos is 148 kilos. So I will do a couple of warm-up sets for the squat and then put 148 kilos to the bar and test how many reps I can get. And in Saturday I used these kind of SPD knee sleeves, so I'm going to use them now because they probably give you, I don't know, 5 kilos, 10 kilos more, because they are so stiff, although they are only sleeves and allowed in, say, classic or raw powerlifting. But to be more accurate, I use these. Was hard, but I got only 4 reps, so this was actually indicated I am like very fast muscle fiber type dominant when it comes to my lower body. But on the other hand, if you look my history, I've never been very good at any sports, or if you watch the my video from last Saturday, it is pretty obvious, but that I am not in any way gifted when it comes to strength or power. But I don't know, this test, I did it just for fun. It is not perfectly accurate, but I might replicate it every now and then to get more constant results. There is of course more scientific ways to determine or test one's muscle fiber type, muscle biopsy or something, but those kind of tests are out of my reach. And in some old sources they actually recommend that you adjust your training according to your muscle fiber type, which type dominant you are. But on the other hand, if you want to develop your maximum strength, I guess you have to always do low rep sets, and to build muscle you have to do more volume with decent weight. So I don't really know, does it affect your training that much if you are fast or slow dominant. Of course, it could be said that if you are more slow muscle fiber dominant, you maybe should start to do long distance running or something. But as this test indicated, it doesn't actually mean that if you seems to be more fast muscle fiber dominant, you would do well in power sports. Of course, there are many other factors that affect your performance when it comes to maximum strength. So, but anyway, this was a nice test to do. I haven't done like hard squat sets, like many reps to failure, for a very long time, so that can also affect the test. I have done more like heavy singles, and well, dynamic effort work, you get some endurance strength or strength endurance type training from that, but I don't know. But anyways, now I'm gonna do a little bit rows for my back, and then I might do some grip training. Then I am going to take the rest of the week off to recover, and then I start a new training cycle. Okay, that was 3 sets of Bentley rows with 70 kilos. Now I'm going to do some grip training. I made a video a week or two ago about my do-it-yourself grip training tools. I made one handle more. This is a two-handle rotating handle. These are 60mm thick, so I can do rows and lat pull downs with it, but I can also do like max effort deadlifts. The purpose of these tools, I can show them to you. Here are my other tools that I made. Watch the video I posted a week or two ago and you can see how I made them, but now I can start to train also my grip with conjugate method. That means that I will max out every week, but in a slightly different exercise variation. I can use this 50mm rotating handle, 60mm, then there is this wrist wrench type handle. I can also use maybe vertical handles, although they are a little bit too different since my goal when it comes to grip at the moment is to try to get as close as I can to be able to lift the inch dumbbell, or of course I don't have the exactly the inch replica type dumbbell. I only have a loadable dumbbell with do-it-yourself 60mm handle, but that's close enough. I try to get as close to 78 kilos with that dumbbell as I can get. I probably will never reach that number because now I have lifted 57.5 kilos, but I will give it a try. And now I have different kinds of handles, so I can avoid the law of accommodation. Yes, but today I think I will use the wrist wrench type handle that you saw just a second ago. So let's test my max with that. So 31 kilos was too much. What a humbling tool. So the best lift was 28.5 kilos with both hands. But anyway, this was my workout today. If you like these kind of videos where I talk with my bad English, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave comments if you want. Bye!